It's Rob from Property Investments UK, and in today's video we're going to be looking at specifically what locations, what geographical areas work best when it comes to serviced accommodation. So we're currently in Manchester, fantastic kind of backdrop here. This is a city centre kind of apartment, prime location I guess, in effect for serviced accommodation. So areas like this is obviously something you focus on, isn't it? From residential estates point of view, when you're looking at a property, a location that will work, what is it you tend to kind of look for, I guess? What locations work best?
It's fundamentally the business hub. What's going on, headquarters there, proximity to certain locations that are very commuter based or contractor based, etc. So obviously London's an obvious, and we deal with 3 areas, but I'm sure places like Edinburgh, Glasgow have all got this model in place somewhere.
Comes back to the corporate tenant profile.
It's the corporate tenant profile, So it's got to be good for transport links. And like I say, it's just where we know that people are coming to work somewhere. So whether it's in London or whether it's in Manchester, and we know that companies have got their headquarters based there and they're going to bring people over that are going to need our services. And also to a certain aspect, places where we can use that option of having a shorter term let if we need to.
And so that's important to make sure you've got a lot of the plans and uses of that particular asset, isn't it? Like if for whatever reason the market changes, corporates an option, but there's other kind of avenues that you have as exit strategies if you need be. But I guess from a location point of view, where is it you guys are currently kind of focusing on at the moment for the service?
So we started on Chester.
We
started on Chester around about 2008. Manchester, we've got our first ones now in here, and we've got another 8 I think in March, and then around about another 20 at the end of next year. After that we will then judge what we want to do, and our new project is Luton, which we're very excited about.
So like Chester's probably an unusual one for some people, because they might see Manchester as a massive city, million plus whatever it might be population. Chester might be perceived as smaller in terms of a location. It certainly is, but it's still going back to the business hub aspect. There's lots of industry, isn't there, around that particular area, which is why it works.
There's lots of industry, and they're very good apartments where they're based as well. And there's a lot of clients out there that use this. It's not just, you don't just think of international businesces.
It's not blue chip PLCs.
It can be anything, and that's it. And HSBC is one of our big clients, and they do a lot of entertaining in Chester. Weirdly enough, so we've got a few on the race course, etc. So they're just booked out constantly. And they will have people coming for a month on contracts, etc. So IT specialists, etc. So it doesn't have to be a massive place, but we are talking places that do have a good business hub. So you can think of quite a few towns around this area where it wouldn't work because it's just more. It just doesn't fit.
It's more residential.
It's more residential, or very, small businesses, just 1-2 man firms, etc. They don't work. But anywhere where you've got an influx of people coming in, and it's attractive, it does work.
So like with any property investment strategy, location is going to be very important. Serviced accommodation, obviously, paramount. That it's not just kind of in those areas, but it's near the right things, near the right amenities, near the right transport links, all of those kinds of good stuff.
Central.
So when you're looking at kind of a serviced accommodation model, if it were with properties, location is absolutely key. And bigger cities, fantastic, but again, it's not always the case. Like we looked at some cities we were talking about the other day that, although they're big in terms of population, it's not necessarily the corporate market, is it? It's more hen parties, more kind of stag parties.
So we Liverpool being one, we have a good portfolio in Liverpool, but it's not something we're interested in putting the service model on, because it is very much aimed at a weekend short stay, and all the research we've done is we've found that's what it is, and that's not the model we have now. I'm not saying that if you did want to source your own and have it as a full-time job, you found something there, you could probably do quite well. But for what we look for and the clients we look for, we don't find it does work now.
And those markets might change all the time. In 2 years' time, it might be a different city. But I think some people look at service and try and think, well, I can do it in any area, I can do it in any location. I think with some holiday lets, maybe it can work. In some areas, it can work if you've maybe got one apartment and it's a smaller aspect. But if you want to do a portfolio, if you want to add a couple of properties to your portfolio, then location's massive.
You're not going to get a guy who's on a 3-month contract who wants to then travel into a city centre or a town centre, to get on public transport to go into the city centre. They want to be able to walk out the door and access all the pleasures that are available. Absolutely.
So hopefully that just gives you some context, guys, in terms of the kind of locations and how serviced accommodation fits in with that respect.
Thank you for watching this video. If you like this content and you'd like to join our free online property training course, we've got a link for it on this page. And in there we cover a range of different property strategies to help you get started, either building a long-term property portfolio or creating cash flowing property business. We also look at ways to increase your return on investment with any of the property you're maybe considering. And we also have a couple of cheat sheets and downloadable documents in there as well. Simply click on the link to join the free training course today.